Listen to me carefully, because what I'm about to say will not just enter your ears, it will shake your spirit awake. God is about to shock you with favor. You may not see it coming, you may not even feel prepared for it, but heaven has already issued the command. The doors that were shut are about to swing wide open. The people who ignored you will soon have to watch lift you up in front of them. You have no idea how close you are to a divine surprise. God is preparing something so great, so unexpected, that it will leave even your enemies speechless. You see, sometimes when God is about to do something extraordinary, He first allows life to look ordinary. You go through silent seasons, dry valleys, lonely nights, and unanswered prayers. You wonder, has God forgotten me? But what you don't realize is that this is the silence before the explosion of favor. God hides His biggest miracles behind ordinary moments. When it seems like nothing is happening, that's when He's setting the stage. When it feels like you've been overlooked, that's when He's preparing your name to be announced. Don't be fooled by the stillness in your life. It's not the end, it's preparation. The favor of God is not loud before it appears. It builds quietly until it bursts forth. And when it bursts, it doesn't come like a gentle breeze. It comes like a mighty wind. When God decides it is your time, nothing and no one can delay it. No circumstance, no human being, no system can stop what God has ordained for you. Some of you have been walking through seasons where nothing seems to make sense. You've been faithful, you've been praying, you've been sowing seeds of goodness, and yet you still find yourself waiting. You've watched others rise while you remain in the shadows. But hear me well, just because you are hidden does not mean you are forgotten. God hides His most valuable treasures until the right time. He conceals His chosen ones until the stage is ready. When it's time, God doesn't need to consult anyone to bless you. When it's time, He doesn't need permission. He just acts. And when He acts, it is sudden, unstoppable, and shocking. That is what I mean when I say God is about to shock you with favor. You are about to step into blessings you didn't even pray for. Doors will open that you didn't knock on. Opportunities will chase you down instead of you chasing them. God is about to make you a living testimony of His goodness. People will look at you and say, how did this happen? And your only answer will be, it was God. You see, divine favor is not earned, it's granted. It's not the result of your perfection, it's the result of God's affection. You may have made mistakes, you may have stumbled, you may have doubted, but that doesn't disqualify you. God's favor does not flow from your worthiness, it flows from His mercy. When God decides to favor you, your past cannot stop it, your weakness cannot block it, and your enemies cannot prevent it. His hand overrides everything. There are moments in life when you feel like you're walking through fire, but what you don't see is that the fire is refining you for favor. The waiting is not punishment, it's preparation. The silence is not absence, it's strategy. God is working behind the curtains, writing your breakthrough into existence. Every delay you faced was not a denial, it was divine timing aligning. God's calendar is different from yours, And when the clock of heaven strikes your moment, no force on earth can hold it back. Some of you have cried in secret. You've been faithful while no one saw your faithfulness. You've been good to people who never thanked you. You've sown seeds into dry ground, hoping something would one day grow. And I'm here to tell you, it will. God has seen every hidden act of faith. He has recorded every tear. He has watched you stay humble when you could have complained. And now He's about to reward you publicly. The season of private tears is about to turn into public testimony. God doesn't forget the faithful. He doesn't overlook those who trust Him, even when they don't understand Him. You have been tested not to break you, but to position you. You have been kept in obscurity not to punish you, but to protect you. God knows that some blessings are too heavy to carry until your character is strong enough to hold them. That's why the waiting took so long. It wasn't delay, it was strengthening. And now that strength will meet its reward. The same people who walked past you without noticing you are about to witness what God has done in your life. Those who thought you were finished will be the first to see your rise. When God decides to favor someone, He doesn't whisper it, He displays it. He makes it undeniable, and that is what's about to happen for you. When favor comes, it breaks every limit, it rewrites stories, it reverses decisions. Favor turns rejection into selection, mockery into honor, and lack into abundance. You may not have the qualifications, but favor will qualify you. You may not have the support, but favor will draw the right people to you. You may not have the strength, but favor will carry you where effort could not. That's why you must stop trying to make things happen in your own power. When God is your source, human approval is no longer your requirement. There are blessings that only God can deliver. There are shifts that only God can cause. And there are moments when heaven decides it's your turn. That moment is near. The reason you've been feeling that deep stirring inside, that restlessness, that sense that something is about to change, it's because your spirit already knows what heaven has decided. You are on the edge of divine intervention. Don't lose faith now. Don't let the waiting room make you forget the promise. The breakthrough that God is preparing for you will not just bless you. It will redeem every year that seemed wasted. It will restore everything that was stolen. God never ends a story in defeat. He always concludes with victory. You may not see the full picture now, but soon you'll look back and say, now I understand why I had to go through that. Every setback was setting you up. Every delay was divine redirection. Every disappointment was a hidden protection. God knows exactly what He's doing. You don't need to chase what's yours. You only need to stay faithful to God. When you do, favor will find you. God's timing may not match your calendar, but it's always perfect. When He acts, He does more in one day than human effort could do in 10 years. You're about to witness that kind of miracle. You're about to experience blessings that won't make logical sense. The favor that's coming will be so overwhelming that even you will struggle to explain it. People will ask you how you got that position, how your situation changed, how the doors opened, And your only answer will be, God did it. That's how God works. He loves to take impossible situations and turn them into undeniable testimonies. He loves to take ordinary people and crown them with extraordinary favor. You don't need to worry about how it will happen. Just believe that it will. Faith opens the atmosphere for favor. Faith is the signal that tells heaven you're ready. When you believe in the unseen hand of God, you invite the impossible to become possible. Even now, while you're listening, something is shifting. God is rearranging things in your favor. He's speaking your name in rooms you haven't entered yet. He's aligning opportunities that will surprise you. There are people being prepared right now to bless you, to support you, to recognize your value. You're not forgotten. You're being positioned. God has already written your name into your next season of favor. You may think you're running out of time, but you're not. You may think it's too late, but it's not. God is never early and never late. He's always on time. His time. And when His time comes, everything that was held back suddenly flows. It's like a dam breaking open. Blessings rush toward you faster than you can contain them. That's why you must prepare your heart. You must be ready to receive. You must enlarge your faith, because the magnitude of what's coming will require deep trust. Favor is not just about what you get. It's about who you become through the process. God is about to shock you with favor, but He also wants you to remain grounded in faith when it arrives. The blessing is not meant to distract you from God. It's meant to draw you closer. Because favor without faith can turn into pride. But favor with faith becomes a platform for glory. God wants your success to be a testimony, not a temptation. He wants to bless you so greatly that others are drawn to Him through what He's done in you. Don't limit God. Don't box Him into what seems realistic. The same God who created the universe doesn't need logic to bless you. He can promote you without credentials, heal you without medicine, open doors that don't even exist yet. He can take you from the back to the front in one moment of divine favor. One touch from God can do what a lifetime of striving cannot. That's the power of His hand. You may say, but I've been waiting for so long. I know. But sometimes God allows the waiting to build a greater testimony. If everything came easily, you would never know His power. If every door opened quickly, you wouldn't know His faithfulness. It's the closed doors that make the open doors shine brighter. It's the valley that makes the mountain meaningful. And when you rise, you'll rise with gratitude, not pride. You'll know it was God, not luck, not chance, not coincidence. And hear me, when God favors you, He also defends you. He silences those who spoke against you. He exposes false friends and removes them before the blessing arrives. Sometimes you lose people before favor comes because God knows they cannot handle your next level. Don't mourn what walked away. Thank God it left. If they could stop you, God wouldn't have allowed them to leave. Your circle may shrink, but your destiny will expand. God is not preparing you for something small. He's preparing you for something historic. Your story will inspire others. Your rise will heal someone's hope. Your victory will be the proof that trusting God is never in vain. You are not just being blessed for yourself. You are being positioned as a light to others. God will use your life to demonstrate that no one who relies on Him is ever disappointed. Right now, heaven is moving. Even if you can't see it, even if it feels quiet, God is arranging a divine setup. The next season of your life will not look like your past. You have cried enough. You have waited enough. You have carried burdens long enough. God is saying, now is your time. Favor is about to locate you. The things you lost will be restored in greater measure. The things you prayed for will exceed your imagination. Get ready. You won't have to beg for what's coming. You won't have to chase it. It will come to you. The same way the morning sun doesn't need to be invited to rise. Favor doesn't need to be forced. It simply appears when the time is right. And the time is now approaching. There will be signs. Doors that once resisted you will open effortlessly. People who never noticed you will suddenly recognize you. Ideas will come to your mind that bring success. Peace will fill your heart where there was once fear. God will confirm His favor with clarity. You won't have to question if it's Him. You'll know. When God is about to release favor, He first tests your heart. Not to see if you are worthy, but to see if you are ready. Many people pray for blessings, but few are prepared for responsibility that comes with them. Favor is not light. It is weight. It requires maturity, patience, and humility to carry. When God delays a blessing, it's not because He's ignoring you. It's because He's shaping you. He's teaching you to depend on Him so that when the blessing comes, you won't mistake it as your own achievement. God never gives you something that will destroy you. He builds the foundation before He builds the tower. So if you've been waiting longer than you expected, understand this. It's not wasted time, it's sacred time. God has been strengthening your inner being. He's been pruning you, stretching you, purifying you from things that cannot enter your next season. You think you've been standing still, but in truth, you've been growing roots. You've been deepening your faith. And now, when the favor of God falls, it won't just lift you, it will sustain you. The reason God sometimes hides His plan is because if you saw everything, you might not be able to handle it. The process feels confusing, but it's divine protection. God hides you not because He's withholding good things, but because He's ensuring your rise happens in the right atmosphere. You can't plant a seed in frozen ground and expect it to grow. So God waits for the season to change, and when the soil of your life is ready, He commands favor to bloom. There will be moments when God seems silent, but silence does not mean absence. Silence is the language of preparation. God often whispers in stillness what He later announces in glory. When you feel forgotten, when the heavens seem quiet, remind yourself this is the space where miracles are born. In that stillness, something powerful is forming. God never leaves you where He found you. Every valley leads to a higher place if you keep walking. And listen, when the favor of God arrives, it will not just elevate your circumstances, it will shift your atmosphere. Suddenly, resistance turns into recognition. Closed doors become open invitations. Where there was lack, there will be overflow. Where there was struggle, there will be ease. You will not have to fight for visibility. God Himself will highlight you. You won't have to prove your worth. He will make your worth undeniable. But before favor comes, God always requires surrender. You must let go of control. You must release the anxiety that tries to predict every outcome. You must trust that God's plan is better than your understanding. Faith is not about seeing, it's about believing even when nothing seems visible. The person who truly trusts in God learns to rest even in uncertainty. Because when you are aligned with God's will, you know that every outcome is victory, whether it looks like it or not. God's favor will not always look like a gift at first. Sometimes it comes disguised as loss. Sometimes the path to blessing feels like brokenness. But what feels like an ending is often the beginning of a greater plan. God never removes something unless He's making space for something better. When He closes one door, it's because the next one leads to a higher floor. Stop mourning over what God already replaced. What you lost was temporary, but what's coming is eternal. You must remember that favor is not about having everything. It's about having God in everything. When He is with you, even a little becomes enough. With His favor, one idea can transform your entire life. One encounter can change your future. One act of obedience can unlock blessings you've never imagined. You don't need everyone to like you or support you. You only need God to back you. When He decides to favor you, no opposition can stand. And don't be surprised if you face opposition right before your breakthrough. That's often the clearest sign that favor is near. The closer you get to divine elevation, the more resistance appears. Darkness always fights what it knows it cannot stop. The storm rages hardest before the dawn of blessing. So when life seems to push against you with pressure, lift your head high. God is confirming that something great is about to unfold. Favor is not only about receiving, it's also about becoming. When God blesses you, it's so that you may bless others. The favor that is coming into your life will not end with you. It will flow through you. You will become an instrument of generosity, a vessel of kindness, a carrier of divine wisdom. People will find peace in your presence because God's light will rest on you. That's why you must stay humble even when you rise. The higher God takes you, the lower your heart must bow before Him. Many of you have been misunderstood in your season of preparation. You've been criticized for walking in faith, mocked for believing when there was no evidence. But remember this, favor makes sense only to those who see through the eyes of faith. God often blesses the same people the world once rejected. He loves to take what others call impossible and make it undeniable. So don't be surprised if the ones who laughed at you must later congratulate you. God's favor will speak louder than your words ever could. You see, God is not only the giver of favor, He is the sustainer of it. The same hand that lifts you is the hand that will keep you there. So when blessings begin to pour in, keep your eyes fixed on the source, not the success. Don't let prosperity make you forget who opened the door. When God favors you, stay anchored in gratitude. Gratitude protects the blessing, pride destroys it. When your heart remains thankful, you create room for even more divine favor to flow. And hear this truth: what God is about to do in your life will not follow human order. It will not fit logic. People will say, "You didn't deserve that." And you will quietly smile, because you'll know it was never about deserving. It was about divine decision. God favors whom He chooses, and when He chooses you, no system can block you. Some of you have been waiting for years of effort, prayer, patience, and endurance. And now you are on the threshold of fulfillment. Don't let fatigue rob you of expectation. God didn't bring you this far to leave you here. The same power that sustained you through your trials will carry you into triumph. You are not entering just another season. You are entering a divine turning point. You will look back and see that every hardship was necessary for this moment. When God favors you, He doesn't just change your surroundings. He changes your reputation. People will no longer associate you with struggle, but with grace. Your story will transform from "how will they survive?" to "look what God has done." Favor rewrites narratives. It changes the labels others placed on you. It lifts you from overlooked to overflowing, from rejected to respected, from ordinary to divinely appointed. There's a reason God allowed you to walk through the valley before the mountain. He wanted to build compassion in your heart, because when favor comes, you won't use it to boast. You'll use it to bless. You'll remember how it felt to have nothing, and that will make you a channel of mercy. The greatest favor is not the one that elevates you above others. It's the one that allows you to lift others up with you. Favor will also bring exposure. People will start noticing you, speaking about you, watching you. Don't fear it. It's part of the plan. When God shines His light on you, it's not to glorify you. It's to glorify His power through your life. You must walk boldly, but humbly. Let your actions speak louder than your achievements. Let your character reflect the God who raised you. And know this: favor doesn't exempt you from challenges. It empowers you to overcome them. Even with favor, you will still face storms. But now, those storms won't drown you. They'll elevate you. Favor turns tests into testimonies. It gives you the strength to stand in peace while others panic. When you are favored, what destroys others only develops you. There comes a moment when the invisible hand of God begins to move so mightily in your life that even the ordinary becomes extraordinary. The things that once seemed out of reach suddenly fall into place. The doors that refused to open suddenly swing wide. The favor that once seemed distant begins to overflow in ways you never imagined. And when it happens, you will realize that it was not by your effort. It was by divine orchestration. God had been weaving everything together, quietly aligning events, preparing hearts, and setting the right people in motion. He was working behind the scenes, unseen but unstoppable, shaping the path that leads to your breakthrough. But hear me well, before favor manifests in public, it must first be formed in private. God always works from the inside out. He molds your heart before He moves your circumstances. He trains your spirit to trust Him before He releases the blessing. This is why the waiting season is sacred. It's where faith is forged, where dependence is deepened, where pride dies and peace is born. When you learn to be content with God in hidden places, He can trust you in visible ones. Because favor without foundation will always collapse. There's a reason God allows you to be misunderstood. There is a reason He allows people to underestimate you. It's because He's protecting your destiny from premature exposure. The light of favor is powerful. It attracts blessings, but it also attracts battles. God hides you until your spirit is mature enough to handle both. When the time comes, He will reveal you not as a victim of struggle, but as a vessel of His glory. So don't curse the process that built you. The valley you walked through gave you depth. The silence you endured gave you discernment. The pain you faced refined your perspective. You are not coming out of this season the same. You are coming out wiser, stronger, and more aligned with divine purpose. And when favor finally arrives, you will carry it with humility, knowing that it was all God from beginning to end. You see, favor doesn't mean you'll never face hardship. It means hardship will never have the final say. Even in the face of adversity, the favor of God gives you victory. It causes you to rise above what was meant to bury you. It empowers you to keep standing when others would have fallen. When you walk in divine favor, every setback becomes a setup for something greater. The storm may come, but the storm cannot stop what God has ordained. And understand this truth: God's favor is not limited by your environment. You don't need to be in the perfect place for it to reach you. You could be in a dry desert, and God will cause rivers to flow. You could be in the midst of rejection, and God will make